Hello, everyone, and welcome back. What is a good team this week? 9 loss or better from ACC, Big 12, Big East, Big 10, Pac 12, SEC. 6 loss or better from everywhere else. I did want to make an exception for Alabama and Rutgers, who are 10-loss teams, but that wouldn't be fair to everybody else. So, here we go. Who'd you beat, and how many of them have you beat? Wisconsin is 21-5. They beat Houston, St. Mary's, Indiana, Purdue, Iowa, Ohio State, Michigan State, and Indiana again. I can't believe it, but Purdue is number 2, 24-4. UNC, Nova, Iowa, Illinois, Iowa again, Ohio State, and Illinois again. I am a Michigan fan, and what happened today with Howard, I do not condone. I do not condone violence. I am a Michigan homer, Big Ten maybe, but this has nothing to do with it, these two being number 1 and 2. It's just the resume ranking. I keep the bias out of it. Number 3 is Providence. They beat Wisconsin, who's the number 1 team. Texas Tech, who's coming up here shortly. Vermont, Seton Hall, Connecticut, and Xavier. Duke is 23-4. They have wins over Kentucky, Gonzaga, Wake Forest, Notre Dame, North Carolina, and Wake Forest again. Gonzaga is your number 5 team, 23-2. Wins over Texas, UCLA, Texas Tech, and St. Mary's. Arizona is 24-2 with wins over Illinois, Colorado, UCLA, and USC. Number 7 is Texas Tech, 21-6 with wins over Tennessee, Kansas, Baylor, Texas, TCU, Baylor, and Texas again. And if you notice, all these teams have more really good wins than they do losses. And that I value wins over how many losses you have. That's just how I've been doing it, and it seems to work. It lines up with a lot of the metrics. But there's something to it. Villanova is number 8, 21-6. Tennessee, Xavier, Seton Hall, Creighton, Xavier again, Connecticut, and Providence, who's the number 3 team here. That's their good wins. They come in at number 8. Kansas is number 9, 22-4 with wins over Michigan State, North Texas, Iona, Texas Tech, and Baylor. Auburn is number 10. 2 weeks ago, Auburn was number 1 in this resume ranking. They're 24-3. They have wins over Loyola Chicago, Murray State, Louisiana State, and Kentucky. Baylor is your number 11 team. They're 22-5 with wins over Michigan State, Villanova, TCU, Texas, and TCU again. Colorado State is number 12 with wins over Creighton, St. Mary's, San Diego State, and Boise State. So now we're at the point where we have as many good wins as we do losses, and now we're under. Kentucky is 22-5 with wins over Ohio, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kansas. UCLA is 19-5 with wins over Villanova, Colorado twice, and Arizona. And it took me about 2 extra hours to put this together because I was waiting on the USC and Washington State game. USC barely survived, 23-4 with wins over San Diego State, Colorado, and UCLA. Murray State comes in at number 16, 26-2, but only one good win versus Belmont. And here's where LSU comes in with all their 6 wins, 19-8. Wins over Texas State, Belmont, Wake Forest, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Tennessee comes in at 19-7 with wins over North Carolina, Colorado, Arizona, Louisiana State, and Kentucky. And Illinois has a matching record, 19-7. Wins over Notre Dame, Iowa, Michigan State, Wisconsin, the number 1 team, and Michigan State again. Wyoming is your 20th team, 22-4, with wins over Colorado State and Boise State. And number 21 comes in with New Mexico State, 22-4, with wins over Davidson and Seattle. And we'll move up here again to give you the final 7 teams in the 2018 ranking here. 22 is Michigan State. They're 18-8. Wins over Loyola, Chicago, Connecticut, Toledo, Wisconsin, and Indiana. Miami, Florida is 19-8. Wins over Wake Forest, Duke, North Carolina, Wake Forest again, and North Texas. Arkansas is 24 with wins over LSU, Auburn, and Tennessee. Houston is your number 25 team. Their record is 22-4 with a win over Texas State. This is, that probably will differ between the AP and these rankings. Boise State is number 26. They're 21-6 with wins over San Diego State and Wyoming. And your last 2 teams are Connecticut, 19-7. They have beaten Auburn, Xavier, Seton Hall, and San Diego State beat St. Mary's and Colorado State. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And have a good night.